to that. DreamHack Winter, though. DreamHack Winter. I was there to do... it was November. I was there to do journalism for DreamHack Winter. So Over.G had paid for me to go out. So this was like a LAN event, and I was going to go there, and I bought a camera. No, actually, I had my GoPro, and I had a tripod, and I bought a little dictaphone, and I was going to record some interviews. And they were the first live interviews that ever happened in Overwatch as well. So it was groundbreaking shit for Over.GG. So they were happy to pay for me to get there. But oh my god, the travel there was horrific. So Over.GG paid for the flight, but I had to pay to get down to London Gatwick and to get from, what's it called? Some place in the west of Sweden over to Jönköping. Gothenburg, that's what it's called. So, DreamHack Winter, I'm hyped, I'm ready. This is the first time that I've ever been paid to go to an event. The first time that I've ever been paid to go to an event is this, to do some journalism for Overwatch. I'm on a shoestring budget, so I get a megabus. A megabus. They cost about 8 quid, and they'll take me from Manchester, where I lived at the time, to London Gatwick. Just get a job forehead? I should have. So, megabus, for about £8. You can get direct from Manchester, or not direct, it goes via a lot of other places, but it takes you straight from Manchester to London, and then I'm going to go over there. Megabus is the most unreliable, shitty bus system that has ever been conceived. I was on that bus, and I always allow myself multiple hours to be able to get to the airport in time. I always allow 2 or maybe even 3 hours to be able to get to an airport in time in case something happens. We're chugging down to London. We're on the outskirts of London. We just crossed the M25 and we're working our way into London. We're still an hour away from London, though. We're still an hour away from London. And the bus breaks down. It just goes like this. The bus driver's going along and it goes chunk, 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 chunk. And there's a crunching noise, and he has to pull over on the side of a motorway. On the side of a slip road of a motorway, it's just crunch, 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 crunch. And the driver just plops his hand on the dashboard, turns around and goes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid this bus is not going to be able to go any further. It would appear that the gears have broken. And we're all sat at the back of the bus, like, what the fuck? The gears have broken on the bus? And it's just broken down in the middle of the bus, in the middle of the motorway. He's like, if any of you have still got your tickets, we'll arrange for a replacement service to come and pick us up. But I'm afraid it'll take something like an hour and a half. An hour and a half? So I'm sat there like, I'm gonna miss my flight. I'm gonna miss my flight. It's unbelievable. So I don't instigate this, but some of the other people on the bus are like, fuck this, I'm walking. We're by the way, in the middle of a motorway. You've got to cross multiple lanes of traffic. High speed, 60-mile-an-hour traffic to be able to get off this bus. He goes, I don't recommend any of you leave the bus, but I'm also not locking you inside. I can't stop you. You are free to do what you would like to do. And so I'm like, if I don't get off this bus right now, I'm screwed. There's no way I can hire a taxi, but maybe I can find, I don't know, another bus heading in the right direction. Maybe I can find something. So I get off this bus, but I'm too socially awkward to ask any of the other people if they're going in the same direction, like to the airport. If I was applying my brain in this situation, I would have just said, listen, is anyone else going to the airport? Let's share a taxi, it'll be fairly cheap. Or can anybody help me? I don't know the way to the airport. Can you give me some help? Instead, I choked and my social awkwardness came out and I just got my backpack on and I was like, guess I'm heading south. So I just walked south. I just decided I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna pick a direction by the fucking position of the sun, and off we trot. And so I just decided to wander. I crossed like 5 lanes of traffic and just decided to wander through the suburbs. Now, thankfully, I'm also socially awkward enough to not find it terrible to stalk people. So I followed people. I spotted someone in the distance that I recognized being on the bus. And I was like, okay, right, this heading south thing really isn't working. So I'm just going to follow this woman who's just, I don't know whether she's going home. I don't know if she's going north, if she's going to, I don't know, Zanzibar. I'm just going to follow this woman. So at a pace of about 200 meters, I'm just wandering along, following the woman. Like, I know where I'm going. I'm trying to give the air as if I know where I'm going, holding my backpack, pedaling along, just trying to figure out if this woman knows where she's going. Thankfully, it's like I'm following, it's like I had a pig sniffing for truffles. This woman had a nose on her, and this woman's nose sniffed out a little subway station. And hallelujah, I found myself a subway station, which allowed me to connect on the tube to be able to get there. To be able to get to the thing. To be able to get to the airport. Now, I get to the airport successfully after this. All goes fine. I'm on my flight. I think, well, I can't fuck up any worse than that, can I? Can't fuck up any worse than that. This is just the beginning. I arrive in Gothenburg, which I'm still an hour and a half away from my destination, where my hotel is. I booked this hotel ages ago. The Over.gg paid for the hotel as well. They're waiting for me. They're ready. They know that I'm coming. So I've taken the tube, got on the airport, successfully landed. I'm in Sweden. The main brunt of the journey has been completed. There is no longer a sea between me and my destination, but there is a huge amount of distance. There's still probably 100 miles, something like that. So I wait for this bus that's supposed to take me to the hotel, but the bus doesn't arrive, and it gets later and later and later. And this bus isn't arriving. And so at this point, I'm like, I've got over my social awkwardness. And I'm talking to the people in the airport. And I'm like, guys, where is the bus? And thankfully, it's not a situation like when I was in Lithuania. It's actually, you know, like everybody speaks English really well in Sweden. Thank the fucking Lord. And so I'm like, where is the bus? And they're like, oh, you just have to wait here. It's probably just a little bit late. I'm like, motherfucker, it's 45 minutes late now. They're like, oh, something must have happened. The bus arrives, and apparently there's been a massive road accident on the main point between Jönköping and Gothenburg, which for some reason is unavoidable, and so it adds between an hour and 45 minutes and an hour onto the journey both ways. So I'm 45 minutes to an hour late setting off, and on the way there it takes an extra 45 minutes. So in total, I'm an hour and a half late to be able to get to where I'm going. But okay, I arrive, I'm in Jönköping, I'm in the place where I need to be for DreamHack. But it's so late, and I have no money, that I can't afford to get a taxi to the place. So I think, fuck it, I'll walk. It's not that far away. Let me tell you, it took me an hour and 20 minutes to hike there. It took me an hour and 20 minutes to hike to my hotel. There wasn't a bus. I don't think there was a bus. Hello? There was no bus. Let me see if I can find this. I have a playlist somewhere of this. Where was it? Where the fuck was it? Where is this thing? Playlists, all playlists, created playlists. Where is it? I've got some videos to show you. Where is it? DreamHack Winter 2016. Okay. Here we go. Watch this. Here we go.
Okay, I'm here for DreamHack Winter 2016, doing the Overwatch stuff. And my travel today has been unbelievable. It's just been crazy. A bus broke down on me, the next one was late, nearly missed my flight. It's been a nightmare. I've been traveling for 20 hours, and to top it off...
20 hours! I've been traveling for 20 hours and I haven't even made it to the hotel!
I arrived... I don't know whether you can see that, but there's just lights in the distance about 5 miles away. I arrived in the center of those, in town, in Jönköping, and I had to hike out here.
I had to hike for 5 miles to my hotel in the freezing November weather.
Nowhere. It's a never-ending road that goes up this huge hill. I feel like I'm going to be murdered. I'm just out in the middle of nowhere in Sweden. Oh, Jesus. This walk's taking a little bit out of me, but it's actually quite nice after being cooped up for so long. Whew. Need to get to my hotel and go to sleep. Peace.
Then I arrive at the hotel.
Despite me emailing ahead and making sure that they would be there, and despite every other hotel in the fucking area having someone around at this time of night, this particular hotel that I decided to come to has nobody fucking there.
It was closed! I arrived at the hotel after 20 hours of journey, and it was closed! It's now 3 a.m. in the morning. It's 3 a.m. and it was closed, dude. The hotel had nobody there, no way of getting in. I had my room, I could go to my room, but it was locked.
This is the reception. Let's have a ring. Ring-a-ding-ding. Buongiorno. It's a dead house. There's nobody there.
Why? Why, Sweden? Why?
I've gone all around the building. There's nobody there at all. All of these people nicely asleep in the fucking
Look, each cabin.
Me, don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
That was my room there. That was my room. Right there. Right there. But unless I break in, I can't access it because my key hasn't been left out for me. My key hasn't been left out for me.
I don't have any signal, so I can't ring anybody. The Wi-Fi has a password on it, so I can't even use it.
I didn't have any signal either. I didn't have any signal. I didn't have any signal, and the Wi-Fi had a password. That's the fucking dumbest shit as well.
Bren or TurboTabs or frankly fucking anybody who's in this.
I could have gone and stayed with Bren or TurboTabs or any of the other people I knew from TF2 that were also at this LAN. Hell, I could have stayed with maybe Zebasai or maybe even one of the Overwatch casters would have let me. But I didn't have any signal and I couldn't access the Wi-Fi.
There was a McDonald's about 2 miles that way, so that might be what I have to resort to unless I fancy sleeping rough right there and waiting for the fucking receptionist to come and let me in. Well, what a fun end to a fun day of travelling. Fuck my life.
In the end, do you know what I did? I walked back to that McDonald's that was 2 miles away and I slept in McDonald's. The only thing that was open 24 hours in the whole of Sweden is apparently McDonald's, and it saved me. I slept in a McDonald's. It was 3 a.m. and I slept there until 8 a.m. when this hotel opened and I could finally access it. There's also Wi-Fi in McDonald's. But the problem was, I got Wi-Fi when I went to McDonald's and I tried to ring people to ask if they could. I tried to ring the hotel and see if there's anybody there that could let me in. Nobody there. I tried to ring TurboTabs and Bren and people, but they were all asleep because it was 3 a.m. And so I had to just sleep in the McDonald's. I ordered some food so that I wasn't just being a dickhead. I ordered some like Happy Meal or something. I ordered a Happy Meal to try and offset the intense anger that was bursting within me. And then I just collapsed in one of the booths and went to sleep. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that was DreamHack Winter 2016.